We're gonna go sign our first lease together. You're such a dork. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh, are you ready?
So excited.
Are they here?
I don't know. Let's go walk around though. I got.
New home, sweet home. With the first place with this guy. He's okay. The tiniest kitchen in the world. Second tiniest, because he lives the tiniest right now. Good morning, it is moving day. So that's exciting. I have my first coffee for the day. I basically just jumped out of bed. I packed my car last night so I could take a quick load of stuff I had at Dan's over right now, right away, and then go back to my mom's place and start bringing the rest of my stuff over before we bring the truck over and like all this stuff. It's just crazy. But anyways, I had a new low weigh in this morning, so that was exciting. I'm 1.8 pounds away from my goal stage weight, so that was awesome. Because I've never been like so on track for what I'm supposed to be at as I have this little bit, pushing it harder, especially this upcoming week, and then gonna let it taper down for peak week, I think is my plan, depending on where I'm at. But I'm feeling really good about where I'm at finally, so that's good. So while I'm waiting for laundry to be done, I'm enjoying some more coffee. There's like a gigantic bowl of oatmeal with almond butter, so it's gonna be a high carb day, guys. But we're gonna be lifting stuff and moving stuff and running around all day, so I figure I might as well go with, I usually have a big bowl of oatmeal on Saturday morning, so I don't know. I figured I'd just roll with what was gonna hold me over for the longest time and then try and fit all my protein in later, because we're moving. It's so fun. And yeah, but anyways, I'm gonna put more coffee in this. I don't want to ramble on too much about this, and I have my video that I need to put up about like prep, trying to do prep as healthily as possible. But I'm in my last 2 weeks, and from the 3-week point on, I was like, you know what, you can do whatever you need to do. And I plan on keeping, like, for peak week, even my diet fairly consistent, because I'm kind of like, I know what I look like on Saturday mornings, and I always look great on Saturday mornings. Hopefully, no jinx it, like. But I gotta let it out that prep is not super, like, the final part of prep is like crazy not glamorous. It's not, I feel like I feel like I thought you were just hungry. No, your whole brain is messed up. It's like, oh my gosh. And I'm not even like super low carb. Like I think on average I get 115 grams of carb on average, and it kind of like is within that area. And then sometimes I go really high, like usually on Sunday, because those are my stress. Those are my hard days for some reason to stick to my diet. But yeah, so prep things. So one, I am like, I don't care what you like. I'm gonna eat what I'm gonna eat. If it fits your macros. I am trying to eat fairly clean. Like, I've been eating very clean. I would say, like, it obviously makes a difference. Like, I've seen the difference in my body when I eat cleaner versus when I'm like just focusing on if it fits your macros, but you still lean out. So it's weird being in like a world where like everybody's like pointing out what you're eating, or like has an opinion on it, like, oh, you eat that on prep? And I'm like, yeah, and so do like 10,000 other girls on prep, like, especially in the bikini like section. And I'm like, okay, I don't need to defend myself over what I'm eating, because like I'm doing this for me. This is my show. You do your prep your way, I'll do my prep my way. Especially because I'm so against some of like the crazy things that people do early on in their prep. Like, if you're going overboard early on, what are you gonna do the last 2 weeks? Like, if you're lowering calories just consistently and doing like hours of cardio like at the beginning of your prep, where are you gonna take that from later? Rather than just starting out like doing a longer prep or a show that's farther out, which is something that's like a pet peeve that I just need to let it out, which I have a better video for. But I want to point out that I don't hate competing, but it messes with your effing brain, and I just am over it. Okay, I'm fine. But so I'm letting myself do whatever I need to, which basically means I'm keeping most of my macros and calories at the same point. I've added in cardio, especially, like, more consistently. Like, when I first started cutting, I'd run 1 to 3 miles 1 to 3 times a week approximately. So I didn't do very much cardio. I wasn't very committed to it. I didn't really need to because it was slowly making progress. It was a little up and down. I was still eating out. I was still drinking, but I was doing it much, much less. I was tracking. My caloric intake was still okay to be fairly high, and just tapered it down, which is apparently a really great strategy, and I support it especially because I think it's a healthy strategy when you're cutting weight. But now I'm at the point where my body doesn't agree with cutting weight anymore. It's like, I have an IUD, but I've lost my period. Not that anyone needs to know that, but I'm like, great, so this can happen to me too, even though you're supposed to be able to still get yours. So I have to try and get that back when this is all over. And just like the exhaustion, the like feeling like you don't want to get up, stand up too fast. And I don't feel like I'm hungry. I mean, my body is just adjusted. Like, I very rarely feel hungry unless I stay up too late. Like, my meals are spaced out well enough. But it's just crazy, and it's like something that I guess I don't support, but at the same time I'm kind of like, I'm doing it, so I'm setting a great example. But it's definitely something that not everybody has to do. I told everyone I was going to do it. I'm still excited for it. Like, I'm really excited to meet the people that I'm going to meet. I'm excited to just glam up, just to get it all done, and to have the fun, and to just, I worked really hard for this, but I'm also kind of like, hot damn, we have to like, it's just insane. It doesn't feel good. I feel irritable. Wow, it is crazy. And I just need there to be more videos out there where you're kind of like, just so you know, you feel like a nutcase. And I hope you have strong relationships in your life because this will affect them. My poor boyfriend has to put up with me, like, up and down all the time. Friends, family, like, they might not always see it because it might be via text message, or I'll just ignore their message for a minute, but I'll get like super like, my coworkers, who are thankfully very understanding. Most of the people in my life are either understanding or they like understand soon-ish. It's also funny because I'm doing bikini and I'm like trying to maintain as much muscle mass, and I've done such a slow cut, and sometimes I keep getting called skinny, and I'm kind of like, I want to be lean or cut, and I'm like, but most people, the general population doesn't know that language. They're just like, you're looking great. And I'm like, I can't wait to put 10 pounds on. So that's been one of the struggles in my life lately. And it's not like so bad that I'm complaining about it. I'm very aware of it, and I think when I'm more aware that it's prep that's got me this way, I'm like more open-minded about it. I want to definitely be, and I kind of like mini ranted on my Instagram, but I definitely want to be a different kind of light in the fitness world. I'm 99% sure. I think competing's so fun. Like, I think training's fun. I'm excited to get on stage. I think I'm gonna have a blast. Like, knowing my personality, it'll fit me really well. And of course, there are other things I want to do in life right now, or right after this, where like I feel like if I ever was wanting to compete again, it would be years down the line, just because I feel like that'd be after some other things in my life are together, and something, and I've been talking for a long time. But I just, you know, the reality is that there's a reality to the final weeks of prep. And the hard part is that for me, as someone who I've been trying to be an example of doing this super healthily the whole way through, the hard part for me is that I'm at this point where I'm kind of like, struggle to put my numbers out there because I don't want anyone to copy me ever. Like, I don't want anyone to feel like they have to do the thing that I did, because everyone's different. So put numbers out there. Remember, everyone's different. But I don't know, I never eat less than like 1,450 calories a day, but I am doing cardio on top of that, which means I'm technically netting below my BMR, which I'm only allowing myself to do for this, through now 2 weeks left. And this week I'm gonna go super heavy on cardio, and then tapering off the next week. And by heavy on cardio, I mean like probably 5 days a week, which has been really effective that I've been doing it a little more often. And yeah, I don't know. It's weird because you don't, like, your body stops signaling you, like, I don't know. It's just, I feel like my body and me are just on 2 different levels. Like, it's letting me do it. It's like, okay, whatever you want, girl. Like, let's reach our goal, because my brain's like, reach the goal. But it's like, hey, pizza. I'm just kidding. And I don't even feel tempted by food that often. Like, I had a burger earlier this week because I was like physically hungry, craving it. Like, actually, it wasn't even physical hunger. It was like the physical craving, like aching in my body. It was like, you need that. And I was like, you need a burger. And it like hurt almost to not have a burger. And so I was like, I worked it in, especially because I had gotten a new low weigh in again. So yeah,